Now, Scotty, you are what sometimes we call the director of coaching, or you're the head of the coaches, which is such an invaluable asset, I believe, to the company and the way we're going. You've spent a lot of time with honing the core values, what underpins T0 and what basically for the coaches. I think it works both ways as well. I think these core values are relevant for the athletes to have as well that come on. But can you speak a little bit about those core values, those pillars?
Yeah, for sure. So the four core values that we've got are growth, consistency, gratitude, and honesty. You could go through the dictionary and choose a whole bunch of good words like that, and we could keep going. But the growth one for me is super important as a company and as an individual. And that's kind of to adopt a growth mindset. And you'll hear this and you'll probably see this throughout everything our coaches do, and hopefully filtering down to the athletes as well. But that basically means just trialing new things and looking at obstacles as obstacles and chances to try new things and grow and develop and yeah, I'm always encouraging the coaches to try new things. Like, don't have to stick to one simple method, but yeah, that's what that's all about. Growing, learning, not being scared.
Yeah.
Having a go. Consistency goes without saying, and that's from the coaches delivering, weekly programs on time, and regularly being there for the athletes. As you got to be dependable. Coaching's not something you can kind of be here 1 minute and then go away the next. It's 24/7, 52 weeks a year. So that consistency and for the athletes knowing that, you're there and you're reliable and you've got their back is super important. And that filters down into everything. It's the number one thing we talk about with training. You're not going to go anywhere if you're putting together one good week every second week. It's about showing up and getting it done week after week after week, which goes into years. And that's where the real gains are made. Gratitude is our next one, and that's just being grateful for the opportunities that you're given. Like, we choose, as coaches, we choose to be coaches. For half the cohort, it's developing into, well, it is our full-time jobs, and then for a lot of the coaches, it's a part-time thing. But to remember that, you make a conscious choice to be a coach, so be grateful for it, and yeah, there's no point doing anything if you're going to resent what you're doing. So gratitude's a good one to have, no matter who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then honesty, it's just, that goes without saying. If we encourage, we use a project management tool in the background online where we communicate with all our coaches, and I'm always encouraging the coaches to voice their opinions and say things, from the heart, and that's a safe place they can do that. Where everybody comes from different walks of life and has different experiences that shape their perspectives. So it's important for us all to realise that.
So we've got...
And then I don't know if you've got it on yours, but I've got a bonus core value, and you just talked about it, which is equality. And that's, I can't say it better than you did, but it's remembering to treat everybody the same.
Yeah, awesome.
We're not promoting like what do you call it? The trophy complex, the trophy.
No, sure.
And schools are giving out trophies for every little thing, but we think it's important to treat everybody.
And we're all learning, right? Like we all make mistakes, and we're all trying to be better, and we're certainly not perfect, are we?
Definitely not. And that goes back to that first one. It's, you know,
Growth.
having a growth mindset.